Hello, 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 hello. Hi, everyone. It's been a few weeks since I've been live. It's been a few weeks since I've had an opportunity to connect with you. And I thought that we've just entered the month of October. And yes, I know it's Youth Month, it's Breast Cancer Awareness Month, it's Menopause Month. Like there are so many things being celebrated this month or observed this month, the month of October. But I also recognize October as the beginning of the final quarter of the year. October, November, December. Now, you guys know in early 2023, or perhaps at the end of 2022, you set some goals that you wanted to achieve in 2023. And as it is with goal setting, there are times when we set goals and we're on fire for those goals in January. We kind of remember them in February. They're lukewarm in March. And then by April, they're falling to the wayside, if not all of them, some of them. And so this Gorgeous Goals series is just a reminder, a pull back to your remembrance that there were some goals that were set for your achievement during the year of 2023. And this is the final quarter. So this week, we're going to be shaking things up a bit. Why? Because we are weeks from the end of 2023. Can you believe it? Let me know in the comments if you believe that this year just flew by. But we are weeks away from the end of 2023. So, yeah, we are in the final quarter of this year. So, this series today and Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday, this series is going to just be a wake up call for you, a wake up call for you to pull to the forefront any of the goals that are super important for you to achieve this year. Now, I want to stop for a second and just say that the goals that you're pulling to the forefront for this year, I hope that they are goals that are being anchored by a much larger 5, 10, or 15-year plan. So, our goals we're executing should always be just a portion of the pie. The pie should be so massive that we have to break it into year segments. And so, I'm truly hoping that your goals have actually tied back into some goal that you need to achieve 5 or 10 years from now. Okay, so I really, really hope that that's the position that you find yourself in today. And so, because we are in the final quarter, and because we just have 3 more months to wrap it up, there are some things that I would like to bring to your attention. So, how many of your goals for 2023 have you checked off? Let me know in the comments. You know, I am all about engaging with my audience. So please, please, please let me know in the comments what goals you have set for 2023 that you have worked on, that you've been excited about, that you are ready to brag that you achieved. Yep, yep. I want you to come on now and let me know in the comments what they are. Thank you so much for being here, guys. I'm so excited to run through this series and give some prompts that will bring to your mind thoughts and ideas and things that need to happen in order for these goals to be achieved. So, the first thing I want you to do is to think about what transformations in your life you've already seen so far for the year 2023. I'm going to share with you that one of my biggest transformations was getting a stronger handle on my emotions. Yes, I do not allow things to trigger me the way that I used to allow them to trigger me. And that is a massive accomplishment because the power really lies in our response or in our action. So I want you to go ahead and put some things in the comments that speaks to the transformation that you've seen in your life. Like, what are some of your successes? What are some of the things that you accomplished, no matter how small they are? We oftentimes gloss over the small things and don't think that they mean anything or they don't have as much value as some of the larger things that we accomplish. But I want to challenge that today. Success is success, whether it's a small success or a large success, it should be recognized and rewarded. So I have a lot to share tonight, but I want you to make sure that you go and type in the comments for me at least one or two things that you can celebrate yourself for. And then, as we reflect on the past, because the power of reflection is that it allows us to grab the lessons from the past and bring those lessons to the future so that we can change the trajectory of our lives. It is said that history is a great predictor of the future. And so history tells us what those patterns are. History tells us the things that are reoccurring. History shows us our success, our failures. And history is a great predictor for the future, but we could disrupt the creation of the future by grabbing those lessons, those silver linings, those nuggets from reflecting on those experiences. So I don't want you to discount reflection at all, but we could sit down and think about the year in its totality and think about the things that we did January, February, March, April, May, June, July, August, September. And we can pull our greatest successes and know that those are the things that we need to practice. It gives us like a toolbook of resources. And then when we can use that reflection to pull out the mistakes, to pull out the missteps, to pull out the half execution. Don't beat yourself up too much for that, okay? Because that is valuable learning. So, as you reflect on the year, what are some of the lessons that you've learned? What are some of the habits that you may have let slip? And where exactly did you get complacent or comfortable? We've all done it. We have all done it. So there's no shame, there's no judgment. This is really just a reality check. And I will tell you that to get to somewhere different, we have to first know where we are. So if you're feeling lackluster or perhaps out of motivation, even confused or overwhelmed at all of the goals that you have remaining for the year 2023, this series here, today, tomorrow, Thursday, and Friday, is all for you. I'm going to be showing up Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday, and I'm going to give you tangible keys that you can use to move you closer to accomplishing your dreams and your goals. I'm a teacher, but I'm also a guide. So I'll be asking a lot of questions in these lives because I want you to know and believe that the answer is already inside of you. And a great coach is someone who helps to extract the lesson, someone who helps to extract the blueprint from you. And so, as we continue on with our live series, I want to encourage you to write some of the questions down that I will be asking you. Obviously, 30 minutes is not going to be enough time tonight or tomorrow night, or 2 hours for this week will not be enough time, which is why I want to encourage you to write the questions down. These videos will only remain active through the month of October. They're not going to hang in internet residency for the rest of the year or into next year. These videos will be deleted at the end of October. So I implore you and I encourage you to get your pen and paper and write down any questions that resonate with you or any comments that resonate with you at all, because I'm going to teach you tonight, tomorrow, Thursday, and Friday. I'm your girl, Coach Duquesa, and I share transparently with vulnerability, and I ask the hard questions. So I hope you're ready. My comment section is really, really quiet, but I hope that you're ready for tonight. If you're ready for tonight, I want you to type a yes in the comment field. Give me something. I hate feeling like I'm talking to myself. Give me something in the comments, okay? So let's begin. Our first tip today for this entire week about gorgeous goals and accomplishing our goals is visibility. Somebody type it in the comments for me, please. The first tip is all about visibility. And the question I have for you as we start this conversation about visibility is, where have you been hiding who you truly are? And don't gloss over that question, because we all do it. There are dreams that we have. There are goals that we want to achieve. There are desires that we'd like to see manifested. And we hide those away because of the fear of judgment for what we truly want, because of the fear that other people will ask why that is a thing that we want to achieve or do, because our parents have conditioned us that the career that we in is the best career for us, because you are in a relationship where you are being stifled, your creativity is being extracted from you, and you are being asked to settle. And so because of that, you are you are hiding your brilliance. Your children may have been robbing you of the opportunity to be free so that you can concentrate on your own life. And I'm talking about your adult children. I am coming for the jugular tonight. You may be in a situation where you are in friendships with people who want you to minimize yourself so that they can feel better or they can be bigger. And you're sitting on jobs with bosses who are threatened by your skill set, by your talent. And every day you have to swallow on these jobs. So you are hiding your brilliance for the comfort of others. I want to disrupt that today because we are called to be light in the world. And we can only be light in the world when we show up in all of our authenticity, when we show up embracing our dreams and our goals, when we show up not caring about what other people may think, what other people may say, when we show up understanding that our experiences, all of the brokenness of the past, is nothing more than a platform for us to catapult into the future. And so I want you to just really consider as we talk about authority tonight, I want you to really consider, where have you been hiding who you truly are? In order for you to achieve your dreams and your goals, in order for you to start having gorgeous goals, I mean just large, juicy goals that are meaningful, it requires that you unveil the true you. Who are you? At the core of you, who are you? Now, I know that that's a difficult question to answer. And I will be quite transparent and tell you that for a long time, I had no idea of who I was. And as a matter of fact, even after I discovered myself, I lost myself multiple times along the journey. And so the journey of understanding who we are is a continuous one. There are times when we have to rebuild ourselves, even after we have identified who we are. So, when you think about who you are, who do you see? Or are you being a chameleon and being what the environment is asking you to become? Are you like the lizard, you know, the chameleon that changes its skin color based on the paint that it's like, running across? Like if one comes now, it would be beige across my backdrop. Is that what you're doing? Or are you disrupting every atmosphere that you show up in and showing the real you? That is truly how we are visible. When we stand out from the crowd, when we stand up in authenticity, when we own who we are, when we show our personality, visibility means that people can see what we are all about. Disruption is a requirement for transformation. We cannot transform anything without disrupting something. That's even just consider planting a seed that turns into a flower. You have to till the soil. You have to disrupt the soil to put the seed in and then cover the seed up. And so disruption is a requirement for transformation. So as we talk about visibility, how can you disrupt the patterns, thoughts, and behaviors that are holding you back from being all that you know you can be? As we continue the journey and conversation about visibility, when you think about yourself, how have your experiences framed your opinion of who you are? And I want to really go just a smidgen deep here, not too deep, because our experiences form our beliefs. And our beliefs drive our action. Thoughts form beliefs. Beliefs are what we take action from, and our thoughts are generated by our experiences. This could be childhood, our experiences. This could be career related. Our experiences. This could be volunteer based service. Our experiences. This could be relationships and marriages. Our experiences could be friendships. Our experiences could be our own parenting journey with our children. So, how have your experiences framed your opinion of who you are? And I'm going to touch this just a little bit because there was a time when I felt guilty about not being a perfect mom when I was transforming my life. During the years when I was rebuilding my life, it was rebuilding and parenting. And as I became a better person, my parenting elevated as well. And so I've experienced guilt as a result of not being a better parent from the age of 18. In reality, 18 is still a child. And while I understand that I didn't have all of the tools and experiences that I needed to be what my daughter needed her to be at 18, and that at 30, I had a better grasp of parenting and how to build those bonds and how to correct and love and all those sorts of things. However, those years before my transformation, I recognized that there was opportunity for me to be a better parent. But you can only do what you know. You can only do what you believe. You can only do what you have had examples and models of. And so the experiences that framed my parenthood, some of them were toxic. And so they had to be inspected and released as you look at achieving your dreams and your goals. And I know I'm not the only person out there. I may speak in vulnerability, and quite frankly, I don't even attach a thought to what people may think, because I've grown so much as a person that my redemption is so much stronger than the challenges that I have, and that these stories that I can use to teach are the stories that we need other people to hear. But anyway, let me don't slip off a topic. And so I want you to, as you consider visibility and why you're not showing up in the spaces and places that need you, is to inspect how your experiences have framed your opinion of who you are. Inspect the experience. Take away from it what you need and release the rest. So, one, we need to unveil the true us. Two, we need to identify who we really are and inspect the experiences that have given us the idea of who we are. And then the third thing we need to do is to really look at how we've limited our goals due to those experiences, due to the opinions of others, due to failed opportunities, and due to the fact that our confidence is not really what it needs to be. We need to be visible. And in order to be visible, we have to unshackle ourselves. We have to release ourselves. In my devotion last night, I got the greatest revolution that every end is a new beginning. And so when we are at an end of something, it's important for us to shift our mindset, not at what we're losing, but at what we're gaining. And so as you look at what you're gaining with shutting down experiences and that are still haunting you today, don't look at what it robbed you of. Start looking at how you can use the lessons from that experience to create the good thing that you are called to do. And then we can model other people. There's nothing new under the sun. I don't know. Are you aware of that? I don't even know if you are. But in case you didn't know, there's absolutely nothing new under the sun. Successful people give us clues. Now, I'm not telling you to go out there and copycat anyone, because copycatting other people is not being authentic. Living in authenticity means that you may model a system, but not imitate a person. Okay. So, as it comes to being visible, look at some successful people in the world, because success always leaves clues. Look at them, study them, and find best practices that you could incorporate. So, the first question that I really want you to write down is, where have you been hiding who you truly are? And then there are those subpoints. The second question that I want you to write down and really ponder and consider: are you showing up each day with vitality and joy for all the world has to offer? Yes, I know life is difficult. Yes, I know, like adulting be adulting. Yes, I know that you've been knocked down time after time after time and you are tired getting back up. I also want you to know that every day you wake up with breath is a day that you have a new opportunity to be visible, to be grateful, to experience mindset shifts that can help you alter the trajectory of your life. And so when you wake up every morning, what's your first thought? Are you meditating, thankful, and grateful? Are you waking up and setting the day in positivity? Or are you setting your day in negativity by moaning and groaning from the very first moment that you get up? When we show up with vitality, when we show up with joy, it allows us to shift our own selves. We have to learn how to encourage ourselves. And so, what's your first thought every morning? Secondly, are your actions bringing you joy? Like, seriously, are they bringing you joy or are they just routine? Are you getting up every day, running into the same traffic, cussing people out in traffic, or perhaps you're the person with road rage, running through traffic? By the time you get to work, you're so agitated that you can't display vitality and joy. Um, are you, when you wake up in the morning and you head out, are you just on this hamster wheel every single day? And then at night, when you go to sleep, you go to sleep with no hope because you recognize that you're going to wake up tomorrow and do the exact same thing? Well, I'm here today to tell you that it doesn't have to be that way. There is power in choice and in decision. I speak about main time experiences a lot because there are times when we have to sit in mean time experiences. There are times when we have to sit on jobs that pay us less than we're valued. There are times when we have to sit on jobs that are toxic. There are times when we have to be in relationships that are not the best. There are times when we have to endure our children's bad attitudes. They are meantime experiences. And when you are in meantime experiences, there is a mind shift that has to happen. Because if that mind shift doesn't happen, it's going to rob you of your joy. And that mind shift is that this is temporary. I am here learning new skills on this job. I am here in this relationship in personal development and growth so that I can become the best me. I am here in this parenting relationship, even though my kids are an adult, because I want to help anchor them. This is your main time experience, and it means that there is a timeline that that experience should come to an end. How long will you stay on that job? How long will you stay in that relationship? How long will you groom entitled children? How long will you do a particular thing? Means that there is an end, which makes it a meantime experience. So even if you are living a routine life today, understand that you can still have vitality and joy by understanding that in the future, things will change. But in order for that to happen, there has to be personal growth and development. There has to be an inner evolution. There has to be a change in you so that you make different decisions and choices that would change the trajectory of your life. When you are executing goals that are clear and purposeful, when you are living in purpose, and every day you are doing something that makes you feel fulfilled inside, you regenerate your joy. You rejuvenate yourself. You replenish yourself, even if it works you hard, because it doesn't feel like work. And so, as you are in that meantime experience, it's about building yourself so that when you step into your next experience with clear goals, you can be purposeful about the action that you're taking and the contribution that you are making. This is how we are energetic and bursting with passion. when we're doing things that bring us joy, when we're doing things that it just doesn't feel like work, when we're doing something that's so much larger than ourselves, we get the opportunity to live passionate, fulfilling lives. And in order to do that, inner evolution has to happen. And then write this question down. Where did you want to show up? Or where do you want to show up that you haven't yet shown up? Do you want to be a pastor? Do you want to preach? Do you want to teach the gospel? Do you want to go from place to place and be the church? Is that what your goal is? Is that something that you aspire to and you want to show up there, but you haven't as yet? Write it down. Do you want to be a CPA, but you're doing something else because somebody else has told you that that's better for you? But you know that there's another space that you want to show up and shine in. Where is that place? Identify it, because once you identify it, you can now create goals to anchor it. And the final thing I want to talk to you about showing up with vitality and joy for all the world has to offer is the fact that perfection is a myth. Yes, indeed, it is a myth. There is no perfect day, there's no perfect year, there's no perfect month, there's no perfect person. So, perfection is a myth, which means that along your journey of visibility, be okay making mistakes. It doesn't matter if somebody else sees it. We are so consumed about what other people think. We're so consumed about making a mistake and failing. Perfection is a myth. We also get consumed by having everything that we need to get started, and we don't need everything to be aligned 100%. We can start with what we have and build as we go. The reason so many people die with their dreams and their goals inside of them, it's because they're waiting for the perfect time. They're waiting to get all the tools. They're waiting to get all of the resources. And that wait comes to an end. An anchor statement for you. Miles Monroe said something that I believe is so profound. He said that when you know where you're going, you know what not to do to get there. And I want to repeat that. When you know where you are going, you know what you need to not to do to get there. So if you know that you want to do a particular thing, you also already know the reverse of what will happen if you don't do the things that lead you in that direction. So perfection is a myth. Waiting is robbing you of valuable time. And so as you think about being visible, I want to ask you, what is one thing that you believe you can do within this week to show up in visibility and in authority? And we're going to talk about authority tomorrow night, I believe. But what is one thing that you can do to be more visible for yourself? For yourself. And so this could be signing up for a class where you learn something new. You may have been considering taking a class. This could be volunteering at a work event where, yeah, the environment is toxic, but this work event is something so much larger than your organization, so much larger than your community. Step out, volunteer. Because when we volunteer and do something bigger than us, it really fuels us. Perhaps is attending a conference. So or it could even be putting yourself out there on social media or even entering yourself in a competition. Challenge yourself to show up in visibility. Let other people see you. And so as I close my live today, I would also like to take this opportunity to invite you to take a deeper dive into goal setting. Yes, I know you traditionally like to set goals. Yes, I know that setting New Year's resolutions is the in thing. But I'm here today to tell you we're not about the same old anymore. We don't want to do the in thing. We want to do the difficult thing. Because the difficult thing is the thing that will help you achieve your dreams and your goals. And can I tell you that creating the blueprint for your life is a difficult thing? Because it requires you to sit with the goal and it requires you to multi-prong that goal. That goal has to go in so many different directions. It requires thought and it requires time. And I will tell you today that many people aren't accomplishing their dreams and their goals simply because they are not taking the time to painstakingly create their blueprint for their lives. And so every day this week that I come live, I am going to invite you to join me in the Goal Getters Club, because I want you to just imagine that you wake up every day feeling excited and motivated to achieve your goals. Imagine that you have the tools and the support that you need to do the very thing that you're hiding right now because you don't know how to do it, or because you've taken yourself as far as you can in doing it. But if you imagine that you can get those things, I want to tell you that you can expect to find them in the goal getters session, because this is not an average goal getting session. And this is only for the person who is tired doing the same thing over and over and over and over again. If you playing about life, this session isn't for you. If you playing about achieving your dreams and your goals, don't waste your money. This is not the session for you. Because in this session, I'm going to teach you how to develop gorgeous goals, real goals. I am also going to help you learn how to create the blueprint. And this is like the architect creates the blueprint for the construction of a house. That is how detailed we are going to get. I'm going to teach you how to overcome obstacles and stay on track. I'm going to teach you how to tap into your own inner motivation and stay focused on your goals. I am going to teach you how to tailor strategies that are unique to your strengths and aspirations. I'm going to teach you how to leverage mentorship and expand your network, because goals can only be properly accomplished with the right support system. And I am going to teach you how to build resilience and turn setbacks into opportunities. As someone who has mentored people for well over 15 years, I want you to know that this session is something that has been tested and proven. And I'm so confident in this that I'm offering a 100% money back guarantee if you're not happy with the session for any reason, provided you put the work in. Now, there are two experiences that you can choose from. And I want to encourage you that if you are interested in joining this session, I want to encourage you to check the session out, because I'm not a quantity person. As a trainer, as a teacher, I don't work on quantity. It is my life's vision to help with transformation. And so I believe in quality programming. And it's for that reason that I am only accepting 15 people in this session. Now, I'm going to just be putting in here some information about the sessions. If you're interested, you can check it out. This is a no pressure, whether you join the session or not. It doesn't matter. It's all up to you. My responsibility as someone that's been given this purpose is to give you the information. What you do with the information is on you. That has nothing to do with me. My job is to just provide access. You have to now make the choice on what you are going to do with that access. Now, there are two options. One is a general session and one is a VIP Thrive session. In the general session, you get 3 hours with me. In that general session with everybody else. In the VIP session, you get to journey with me for 6 months as a coach to help you in 2024 make sure that you don't lose sight of your dreams and your goals. So if you're interested in that VIP segment, I'm going to encourage you to grab the link to get it. I don't even hide my pricing because there are no gimmicks. Okay. The VIP experience is $597. That is a 6-month experience and a 1-day, 3-hour session. So for $597, you get to journey with me for 6 months. If you are interested in the general session, that is $197 for that session. And you can come and experience that 3-hour session with lunch included. There was a time when I was afraid to pitch. There was a time when not only was I afraid to pitch, but I felt bad about pitching and selling. And I've grown so much because God has given me this purpose to help advance the lives of other people, and specifically women who've had broken experiences. And so today, in obedience, I offer this program and I offer to you the cost, the price, everything in full transparency. What you do now is totally up to you. But if you do nothing, that's also okay because my responsibility is done. Now, tomorrow, should you join the live, we're going to be talking about how you can build your authority. And I am going to give you 7 steps to help you build your authority. So, if you want to join me this week, Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday, to grab all the free nuggets you can, please go ahead and do that. Do not feel that if you're not purchasing this program, that you can't come back to the lives. I want you to use what you can get. And I recognize that not everyone can make the financial investment today. So come back tomorrow, Thursday and Friday, to get the nuggets that you need to elevate your life. As I sign off, if any one thing resonated with you from our session today, please let me know in the comments. I love hearing from you. I love knowing that there is something that was of value for you. I see Onika is saying, yes. Hi, Onika. Thank you so much. Visibility. Yes. And I see that. Amen. Onika, thank you. And so come back tomorrow, come back Thursday, and come back Friday because I want you to have access to the information so that you can use it to rebuild your life. You can use it to elevate your business. You can use it to get the promotion that you long for. You can use it to improve your relationships overall. Whatever you need it for, come and get it. Thank you for hanging out with me tonight. God bless you all. I look forward to seeing you tomorrow night, 7 p.m., as we talk about how you can stand in your full authority. Take care, guys, and good night. Bye.